I think she missed me. So, I felt really terrible today. And I couldn't really figure it out. And then my aunt mentioned maybe your sodium is low. So when I got my lunch, I went and I bought some Gatorade, some of those meat sticks. Those are super salty. I got one of those. I got a Hot Pocket, which is also loaded with sodium. And I got these pickle shots. 3 of these for about $3.50, and they have like, let me see, 520 milligrams of sodium, and I slammed 2 of these on my lunch. So, anyways, I started to feel better after that. I still feel really tired though. But if my watch is correct, I did not get much sleep last night. So, for whatever reason, I don't know why. So I'm just happy I made it. I'm home now with the cat. And I'm just gonna rest tomorrow. Today, I guess. Today, and hang out with the cats. Yes, I love you, sweetie. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You're my baby. I love you so much. Good baby. She's taking after her brother now. So, yeah, but I got some stuff at work. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Okay. Sweetie, look what I have. Okay, we're gonna rain a few treats. See if she moves her cute butt. Okay. Okay, alright. So I can set up. Alright. So one thing I got is something I have used off and on for over 30 years. I have found it very, very effective for hand washing. And they don't sell this at work. I had to get this at Joe V's. Lirio laundry soap. Yeah, since 1929. Almost 100 years old. But, I mean, not the bar, but, you know, it's good stuff. Whatever the recipe is, it's worth keeping. And then I tried on this in the fitting room the other day. And it's a sundress. And, a very cute little dress. And everybody, interestingly enough, all the women who saw the picture said, Heather, you have to get that dress. So I did. These went on clearance. So I got some, I got 2 of these. It's just a basic t-shirt. Nice brand though, the Scoop. Scoop is not cheap. And it's very nice, soft cotton, pretty color, covers everything. So that's a win. And I got 2 of those. And let's see what else I got. It was really fun getting this all in the buggy. And headache pills. I always need headache pills. This is going to go in the buggy. I have another package in my vest in my locker at work. But this is the buggy ones because sometimes I get a headache when I'm traveling. Hi, sweetheart. Look who's back. Alright. No, those are headache pills. You don't need those. So, then there's my other t-shirt. When the cashier was ringing me up, he was only going to ring 1. And I said, no, there's 2 in there. He's like, oh, there is? I said, yeah. But, and I picked it up and 1 fell down. He's like, oh, okay. Because I'm not going to take advantage of a coworker or the company for $3. God is not going to bless that. So, no, of course I was going to say something. And this was another dress I tried on. It's one of those tennis dresses, and it's like a charcoal heather, and it's got a little bit of the ruching, I guess, at the side. I've never heard it pronounced, but yeah, it's I liked it a lot, so I got that, and that was on clearance, so I realized I'd better hurry up and get it because there was only one in the extra large, which is my current size. So, but it's interesting because some brands I'm a large, some brands I'm an extra large, and I've decided I need to get rid of all my fat clothes. Right now, I'm like a 16, 18. Almost entirely, although I can fit some large things. And I think anything over 20 needs to go. So I need to do that. All the big t-shirts, everything baggy and shapeless, because, that was in my wardrobe for a very, very long time. Baggy, shapeless, drab, because Ron did not want anybody paying attention to me. And he was very, very threatened by that. And he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And, I'm not going to dress wrong. And my boss, the spiciest boss I have, has said, Heather, I never worry about what you're going to wear to work. For Easter, I wore a dress that was like fitted, but I had leggings on underneath it because I wasn't happy about that hemline. And everybody thought that the leggings were so cute with the dress, and everything was covered. And one of my friends made a specific point of telling me, thank you for wearing the leggings. I just wouldn't feel comfortable, and, I'm here to be a light. I'm not here to be in the light. I'm here to be the light. So, if that makes sense. So, but I was sick as a dog today. And, it's kind of like getting the flu. First I had a really vicious allergy sinus migraine thing going on. I took the 12-hour Sudafed. I took the guaifenesin. I took Excedrin. I did the nasal spray. An hour or two later, I was desperate enough that I did the neti pot right before I went in the shower, and then I almost threw up in the shower, which was fun. I came out, I turned on my phone, I actually looked how much sick leave do I have, basically, and decided, no, I don't want to call out. And I said, well, I can do this, but I'm going to have to do it very slowly. And I'm going to have to make some decisions on what is important. So I only had a little candy with me today. But I went to Jovi's and I got more. I just left most of that in the bag. And then I busted open a bag of caramels at work. After the after certain managers left, and the ones who were going to have a problem, and then I just kind of passed it around to my team, and then everybody got some, and they just lit up. But it was just rough tonight, and because Mother's Day is coming up, and I don't care what department you're in at Walmart, Mother's Day is always rough. And every Mother's Day, I'm always reminded of two cats I had. Bubba brought me a dead rat for Mother's Day once. He was a solid black cat, male, of course. And another year, Frosty, who was a solid white cat, brought me a live snake for Mother's Day. So these guys aren't really into the gift giving, thank you Jesus. And so I hopefully I'll just get a cuddle for Mother's Day. But yeah, it just didn't feel right, but I was still able to, do at least like 75%, so I was happy. And one thing I did not like, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, is we have somebody who was recently promoted from associate to a team lead. And if we call her on the phone, she doesn't pick up. But she's always calling us. And we may need help. You know, we're calling because we need you. And they're paying you to answer. And you're not. That's not cool. So, and I understand she feels like she's busy and all, but something serious could be happening, you know. So, you know, it's just, you know, I think it's easy to get into the whole money thing with your employment, where you're looking for the money, you're chasing the money. And yes, the money is nice. When I was happy with my paycheck today, but it's not the purpose for me. The purpose is serving God. The money is a tool I need to do that. And I had no problem going to Jovi's and buying 2 giant bags of pinata mix and 5 big bags of caramels, and then an assortment of Ziplocs and some other candy. Because, you know, it's serving a purpose, you know, but, and it's just, you know, so anyways, and I got some cute clothes. I was very happy about that. And I'm really trying to get more into things that actually flatter me and fit and aren't baggy and show off the beautiful calico I have. Yes, yes. It is hard to believe it took her 5 years to get in my lap, guys. 5 long years. And she would just sit off to the side and look at my lap longingly as biscuit laid in there or whatever. So, but she's finally coming out. What? What is it, baby? I hadn't seen much for the last couple of days. It's good that she got on me. So, and Spotty was actually waiting on the porch, but that the neighbor's cat came up, hi, and hissed at him. So Spotty wasn't too happy with that, but he was waiting, and that's very sweet. So, anyways, that is it.